Rebekah Vardy swore on her kids' lives to Coleen Rooney that she wasn't involved in the leaking of private information. Rebekah, 39, is suing Coleen, 35, for libel over an Instagram post she made in October 2019, in which she claimed Rebekah's account was behind a number of stories which had appeared in the papers, a saga now dubbed Agatha Christie. The High Court heard today how Mrs. Vardy called Coleen Rooney's wife as a CT and a nasty bitch in private WhatsApp messages. It was also revealed that after mum of four Mrs. Rooney declared the Instagram leaks had come via Vardy's account, Mrs. Vardy contacted the Liverpool-born star directly to deny it. The High Court heard how Vardy texted Mrs. Rooney saying, "On my kids' lives I have never spoken to anyone about you. I like you a lot, Coleen." In addition to 3 children with husband Jamie Vardy, the star also has 2 children, Meghan and Taylor, from previous relationships. The revelation today came after multiple WhatsApp messages between Mrs. Vardy and her agent Caroline Watt were examined. In January 2019, Mrs. Rooney tweeted, "It's sad to think someone who I have accepted to follow me is betraying for either money or to keep a relationship with the press." On the day of Mrs. Rooney's tweet, the High Court heard how Mrs. Vardy asked Ms. Watts whether she had seen the post, to which Ms. Watts replied, "Such a victim. Poor Coleen, and it wasn't someone she trusted. It was me." David Sherborne, from Mrs. Rooney's legal team, told the court how his client felt Mrs. Vardy's agent Watt should be included in the case as she leaked the information. The lawyers for Mrs. Rooney also claimed that Mrs. Vardy and Ms. Watt concocted a plan in case Mrs. Rooney found out they had been leaking the messages, planning to say it was an unknown user, and other people have access to her passwords. When Mrs. Rooney's infamous post blaming Mrs. Vardy's account was published, Ms. Vardy messaged her publicist, saying, "That's war." Ms. Watt replied, "You will have to say that you don't speak to anyone about her, but that recently your Insta has even been following people you don't follow, and she should come to you first and ask you about it. So you could have changed your password. Just say you have allowed a company to access it for sponsored posts and a former social media agency that you worked with too." Mrs. Vardy then went on to contact Rooney, saying, "On my kids' lives, I have never spoken to anyone about you." Mrs. Rooney's legal team claimed Mrs. Vardy went on to say the exact words her publicist told her to in her message to Mrs. Rooney. Rebekah, wife of Leicester City striker Jamie, has vehemently denied being involved in the leaking of stories from Coleen's page. Coleen set up her own sting operation to catch whoever had been passing on information from her private page to the press, after growing suspicious someone on her close friends list was betraying her trust. The footballer's wife said she posted a series of fake stories and blocked all her followers apart from Rebekah's account. Rebekah has always denied she was behind the leaks, insisting a number of people had access to her Instagram page, and sued for libel in a bid to clear her name. A hearing expected to last 2 days has started at the Royal Courts of Justice in London.